My dear one, stop where you are and listen closely, because this message is not random. Heaven placed it in your path for a reason. You have felt a strange stirring in your spirit lately, a quiet whisper in the night, a chill when you think of a certain name. That is not your imagination. The one who vanished without goodbye, the one who carried both love and secrets, is about to return, and the sign will come in the form of a black car. When you see it, your heart will skip a beat, not out of fear, but because your soul will recognize what your mind tried to forget. There are things that were left unsaid, words that were buried deep beneath silence. And tonight, those words are about to find you again. The universe has been shifting around you, preparing this moment, and though you may not understand it yet, this encounter is part of a divine revelation. You thought the story ended, but heaven says no. It was only paused. Something sacred is about to unfold. There are nights when you wake up with a strange ache, as if someone is calling your name from a distance. You try to shake it off, but the feeling lingers. That is your spirit remembering something it was forced to release too soon. There is unfinished energy between you and that person, and destiny has chosen now to reveal why. They are coming back, not just with memories, but with confessions that could alter how you saw everything. You will notice subtle signs before it happens. A dream about them, a song that plays out of nowhere, a sudden moment where time feels slower. These are not coincidences. They are warnings from the divine that truth is approaching. When the black car stops, it will carry both answers and storms. Be strong, because what you hear may shock you, but it will also set you free. Inside that car, voices trembled, hearts broke, and words were spoken that were never meant for human ears. A secret that was hidden in silence has reached heaven's limit. Spirit says the truth can no longer be contained, and now it seeks you. This is why you've been restless, why you've felt unseen pressure, why tears come without reason. You have been sensing their return in your spirit. God says, do not fear this moment. What was meant to destroy your peace will actually confirm your strength. The person returning has carried guilt and pain too heavy to bear, and now their heart can no longer hide. They will try to act normal, but their eyes will give them away. When they speak, you will feel the tremor in their voice. Heaven will use their return to close the old chapter and open one you were meant to walk into. They may tell you stories you didn't know, things they kept from you to protect themselves, or maybe to protect you. But the truth has a strange way of rising when the soul is ready to hear it. My child, you are ready now. You've cried, healed, and grown stronger than you realize. This is why the black car returns, not to break you, but to prove that nothing meant for you can be taken forever. Some truths come like storms. They shake your world but clear the sky afterward. Listen without anger, observe without fear, and let your spirit decide what stays and what leaves. Remember, what is hidden always surfaces when light demands it. If this message feels like it's speaking to you, type 7977 in the comments. It means you are aligned with divine truth. You were never forgotten. You were being prepared. The universe waited for your heart to be strong enough to handle what's coming. The one returning may not realize that you already forgave them in spirit. That is why you will not tremble this time. You will stand tall, calm, and clear-eyed, because you now carry divine peace. When the black car arrives, do not see it as a warning, but as a sign that you have completed your healing circle. Their secrets will no longer have power over you. In the night when they return, pay attention to the small things, the tone in their greeting, the way they hesitate before speaking, the tremor in their voice when they finally say your name. Those details will reveal what words cannot. Spirit says, the truth they bring is heavy, but you will carry it lightly because your soul has outgrown the pain that once held you. They will confess something you always felt, but never had proof of. Maybe betrayal, maybe hidden sorrow, maybe something they did out of fear. But as the truth spills, you will feel an unexpected peace, because now you will finally understand that everything that happened was part of your awakening. There was a night, long ago, when they sat in that same black car, whispering words you were never meant to hear. Someone was with them, someone who influenced their silence, someone who didn't want you to know the truth. But heaven recorded every word, and that divine record has been playing back in your dreams. The sleepless nights, the sudden memories, the random emotions, all were signs that this revelation was getting closer. Spirit says, what they said inside that car that night was not the end. It was the beginning of your spiritual freedom. You will soon see how divine justice works quietly, patiently, and perfectly. You have been chosen to see beyond illusions. This is why your spirit is so sensitive, why you sense things before they happen. God is using you as a vessel of revelation. The black car is not just a symbol of someone's return, it is a mirror showing you how far you have come. Once that vehicle carried your heartbreak, soon it will carry your closure. They will speak their truth and you will listen, not from pain, but from power. The same moment that once broke, you will now reveal your transformation. Heaven says, this is your full circle moment. Do not let fear guide you when the moment arrives. Stand in light. You are protected. You are watched over. You are surrounded by angels who have been waiting for this divine meeting. The secret that once felt like a curse will soon turn into your testimony. You will not only hear the truth, you will understand why it had to be hidden until now. What was once used to confuse you will now bring you clarity. Spirit says, let peace return to your heart. The story is ending, but your destiny is just beginning. If you believe this is your confirmation, type yes in the comments. If you are ready to receive divine closure, type 555 right now. Your acknowledgement sends a signal into the spiritual realm, confirming that you are ready for your next chapter. Remember, when the black car appears, do not look away. Stand still, breathe, and let your soul recognize what heaven has been preparing for you. This is your sign. This is your prophecy. And this time, you will walk away with peace instead of pain. My child, the truth may shake you, but it will never break you. What's returning is not to hurt you, but to heal you. Be still and trust the timing. Type 777 if you receive this message in faith. My child, listen carefully now, because this next part is where the revelation deepens. The black car is not just a vehicle. It is a messenger. In the spiritual world, black often represents mystery, hidden knowledge, and divine justice. So when it appears, it is not simply bringing someone back into your life. It is bringing truth that was buried. The person inside that car has wrestled with guilt in silence. For nights they could not sleep, haunted by what they did not say, by the way they left things undone. Heaven has been working on their heart, softening it, breaking the pride that once blinded them. They thought time would erase what happened, but time only magnified what truth refused to stay silent about. Now, their soul is restless until they speak the words they hid. The universe is pushing them back toward you, because what was done in darkness must now be spoken in light. You may wonder why this is happening now. Spirit says, because you are ready. You could not have handled the truth before. Your emotions were still raw, your spirit still fragile. But look at you now, wiser, calmer, grounded in divine peace. You have built a life without them, learned to breathe again, and found strength in solitude. That strength is your shield. That calm is your crown. And that is exactly why they return. They are being drawn not by coincidence, but by the energy of your healing. What once broke you is now magnetized by your wholeness. The light you carry is calling what was left unresolved. The universe always completes its circles, and this is yours. Do not rush this moment. When the car stops, take a deep breath. You may feel your heart race, your mind flood with memories, but remember, you are not the same person who once cried in confusion. You have ascended beyond pain. The sound of that car engine will no longer trigger fear. It will announce your confirmation. They may come with tears, or they may come with silence, unsure how to begin. But their presence alone is the confession heaven arranged. The truth is written in their energy, and your spirit will read it even before their words arrive. Spirit says, when they speak, do not interrupt. Let them pour out what they've carried. Let the truth untangle itself. Some of their secrets will sound unbelievable. Some may shock you. But stay grounded, because this is not about revenge or sorrow. It's about revelation and release. God has already prepared your heart to handle the weight of truth. The person in the black car might reveal that someone else manipulated them, someone you both trusted, or that fear made them betray what was real. But every sentence they say will build a bridge between confusion and clarity. By the end of that conversation, you will feel something lift from your spirit, an invisible burden finally breaking. If you are still reading this, it means this word is for you. You were never abandoned. You were being prepared for divine confrontation. This is heaven's justice, and not in anger, but in alignment. Everything hidden is coming into view. You are about to witness how truth rearranges destiny. The black car will not just return someone to your life. It will return your power, your peace, and your closure. Type 888. If you believe, the truth always finds its way. Type 9999. If you are ready for your new beginning. This is not the end. It is the doorway to your next elevation. Spirit says after this encounter, you will no longer question why certain people left. You will see that their exit was your protection, and their return is your confirmation that the story was never about loss. It was about growth. You survived the silence, and now you deserve the sound of truth. My dear child, heaven wants you to know something very important. Not every person who returns deserves access to your heart again. Some returns are for revelation, not reunion. When the black car arrives, your task is not to run back into old emotions, but to recognize divine timing and respond with wisdom. You can forgive without reopening doors. You can listen without losing your peace. This is not a test of love, but a test of discernment. The angels have gone ahead of you to make sure this moment ends in your favor. You are being guided, step by step, word by word. When they finish speaking, there will be a pause, a silence so thick, it will feel holy. That is when your soul will decide what happens next. Heaven says, do not act from emotion. Act from awareness. You owe no one your peace. What's meant for you will never come through manipulation. It will come through truth and humility. If their return carries guilt but not growth, bless them and release them. But if it carries honesty and repentance, then listen, because that could be heaven's way of closing one door and gently opening another. The black car's meaning depends on your energy. Whether you choose to stand in pain or in power, choose power. Spirit reveals that the person in that car once prayed for a sign to make things right. You are that sign, but it does not mean you must go backward. You are the mirror that shows them what healing looks like. You are the answer to a prayer they whispered long ago. You do not need to chase what's coming back. You only need to stay aligned with your truth. If they belong in your new season, peace will confirm it. If they don't, closure will confirm it. Either way, you win. Heaven is proud of you. Every tear, every sleepless night, every moment you thought you would break, all of it led to this strength. You are not the same person who was left behind. You are the version who learned to walk with angels through the valley. The black car represents the end of confusion. It represents your ascension. The one who left you in pain will now return to witness your purpose. That is divine justice. That is how heaven restores balance. Type 1111 if you receive this message. Comment, I am ready for my revelation, if your heart feels this word. The more you declare it, the stronger your spiritual alignment becomes. Remember, God does not send signs to confuse you. He sends them to confirm that your breakthrough is near. When the black car appears, do not look with fear. Look with faith. Because this time, you are not the same soul they once knew. You are the awakened one. This is your sign of divine completion. What's hidden is about to be revealed. What's lost is being found in a new form. The black car is not an omen. It is an announcement. Heaven saying, the truth has arrived. Stay grounded, stay alert, stay faithful. Type 555 if you claim this prophecy as yours. Your spirit will know when the time comes. And when it does, you will finally understand that everything was working for your good.